Welcome back to the Brothers of Troy podcast, guys. I'm AJ,
I'm Anthony.
aka Bubba. So if you hear me say that, you know, there it is. But man, what a game on Saturday, dude. Was a good one.
Yeah, a lot of action, a little more up-paced than last week for sure. But, it was a good game by us. But, there's going to be bigger tests to come, so.
Exactly.
We'll see how it goes. The rest of the season.
Exactly, I can agree with you. We didn't really start off too hot. Last week Missouri State scored first. This week's same thing with Georgia Southern. They scored first, so it is what it is,
Yeah, it happens.
But anyways, we're actually going to talk about something very deep to us as a tradition that we do before every home game. So I'm gonna let my brother take that away because he kind of was the inspiration behind this tradition.
Well, for those of you who don't know, sorry you cut out there a little bit.
Oh, it's okay.
But for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a huge wrestling fan. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And we were watching the USC Arizona State game in 2023 when we were playing against Arizona State. And one of my childhood friends, a couple of my childhood buddies of mine, Adam and Jesse, had mentioned to my brother and I that it would be cool if we do the Stone Cold thing, because he does this thing where he gets on the top rope, he gets 2 bottles of beer, smacks them together, and then he just basically drinks it like this, just squishes the beer cans and drinks them like that. And my brother and I did it that night, and then we just said, why don't we just do it for every home game? Because away games is going to be hard since he lives in a different city now. So, when he comes home, obviously that's something we have to do. It's a mandatory for us. And now it just feels awkward if we don't do it for every home game.
Exactly.
So it just feels weird.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great tradition. So
yeah.
Glad we started it.
Exactly. And to piggyback off of him, he's a big wrestling fan, and I've been a big wrestling fan. I watched when I was a kid, and then I fell off for 10 years, and he just got me back on the wrestling train again. So, yeah, wrestling is a kind of like something we both enjoy as well. So, and Stone Cold is also one of my favorite wrestlers. So after we did that one time, as we were saying, like we knew that this is a tradition that we got to keep going. Like we do it before every game, before we even head out to the tailgates. So we've been doing this for like three years now.
Yeah, about 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
It was mid-season when we started it. But shout out to Adam and Jesse, my boys. Shout out for the recommendation, because I don't think if it wasn't for them, I don't think we would have thought about it, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. And I could piggyback off that too, because they gave us the idea and we just put it together, and it's something that we both post on our personal Instagram stories, so all of our friends can see it. And it's kind of like a highlight that some people that follow us like look forward to, because sometimes I get a couple texts from my buddies saying like, oh dude, like I'm looking forward to your they call it a beer smash, but they don't know it's called Stone Cold. They look forward to the videos, and I get a lot of responses from my some of my fraternity brothers and some of my longtime USC friends. So that's a tradition that we have, and it's been going on for 3 years. And to preference, I'm going to put a little clip so you guys can see what we're talking about. So, yeah. College football is back, baby. Special shout out to Coach Lee Corso. Thank you for all the memories. And a perfect 17-0 for the boys. Fight on, baby. First home game of the year, baby. Beat the Bears. Fight on. Let's go. Woo! Fight on, baby. You already know what it is. Home game number 2, baby. Fight on. Beat the Eagles. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, baby. Fight on. Beat the Eagles.
Beat the Eagles.
Anyways, now let's talk about something that's been bothering me, Bubba. Well, actually, we're going to save that. Okay? We're going to save that for a little bit after we break down the game. But anyways, there was a lot of football being played this weekend, as you guys know, but there was some huge top 25 upsets that I definitely want to talk about. I wrote them all down. First one is going to be ASU lost 20-24 against Mississippi State, and they were ranked number 12, and Mississippi State wasn't ranked. So that's, as an SC fan, I feel like that works in our favor.
Yeah.
For the long run. Okay. Second game that I wanted to talk about was University of South Florida, man, beating number 13 Florida. USF is.
I watched the highlights of that game. That game's crazy, bro.
Yeah, USF 2-0, man. 2-0. They beat two top 25 teams. Their first game, they beat Boise State, and then
Really smacked Boise State.
yeah, they really did. And then they beat University of Florida. I think it was at Florida too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
So
in the swamp.
and
It was
yeah.
in the swamp.
That's a huge one right there. I mean, because you think USF's not going to beat Florida, right? But nope, they came out to play. They got the job done. So that's another big one, and especially Florida being at 13. So that was a good one there. And then I was going to talk about the Michigan-Oklahoma game, but it was one of the highlighted games, so I don't really see it as like a huge top 25 upset, even though Michigan lost. I don't really see it as like a huge upset. It wasn't one of the talking points that I wanted to talk about. But this last one, just because it was an overtime thriller, SMU losing to Baylor. SMU was ranked 17. We were watching that one at the tailgate. I don't know if you saw that. Uncle Frankie had that on.
I saw bits and pieces of it. I couldn't really see it from where I was sitting, but
yeah. So yeah, we were watching that at the tailgate. Our uncle brings a TV so we can watch.
Our tailgates are very lit. Our uncle brings the college football. That's how you know college football or football in general runs deep in this family, bro. We take it seriously. So
yeah.
Any way that we can to watch a football game, we're gonna do it. By any means necessary.
Exactly, man. We all love football. We all love the tradition that we got going at our spot. But yeah, those are huge top 25 upsets that happened this week that I'm absolutely stoked for. Only because I'm hoping we get placed in the top 25, but if they...
We can talk about it right now. We could honestly go into it right now.
Yeah, we might as well.
Because it's a good segue.
Exactly.
I honestly believe that I feel like it's good that if we don't get put in the top 25 tomorrow, only for two reasons. One, I mean, yes, Georgia, Southern, Missouri State are not the best teams, but they did what they could against us. But if you're a person that's going to be judging these games, those are two games that you're not going to look at and be like, oh yeah, definitely top 25.
Yeah.
No. I mean, if we slide in there, it's because of some of the upsets that happened over the weekend. But I really believe that it's good for this team because it gives us, I could definitely tell that this team, for some reason, is different from any of the other three teams since we have started going to the games and bought season tickets. This is the team that is the most rambunctious, they're the most rowdy, they're the most driven, honestly, out of all the teams that we've had for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
I think they like that. I think they like that chip on their shoulder.
Yeah,
I think that if they don't get ranked, like Cody Kessler said on the Victory Pod, that he thinks it's good that we didn't start off top 25, and I think I don't know what he'll say on the Victory Pod because I do watch it, but I think he might be like, okay, guys, they really don't believe in you. Now go show them what you're made of these against Purdue. Go show them what you're made of against Michigan State, Michigan, and so on and so forth. And he also, one of the players didn't mention, I heard it when we were walking out. One of the players being interviewed, he said, yeah, we didn't really play our best game, even though from the fans' perspective, that's not what we saw.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, we kind of started out slow. We can't have those starts in the Big Ten because those will hurt us for sure. So we got to go against Purdue. We got to come out firing, and we got to show the world why they need to believe in us. And it was something like that. When I heard it, I was like, yo, this team is different. They have a sense of urgency, and I like it. I love every single bit of it.
Yeah, they like I said, I mean, like you're saying, man, I can agree with that. They got a lot of energy this year that I've seen from the last four. Since we got Lincoln Riley, I can see that this team is like well bonded for one. As I was watching a Jayden, you know, when they interview them during practice, after practices and whatnot, and I was watching Jayden, and he was saying like we're literally like a band of brothers. Like this is the most connected I've ever like been with the team is what he was saying, and you could see that translate on the field because like we got our backups in again this week, and they were still hyped for all the backups to be in. Like that's 2 straight weeks in a row. Just we're on a good team energy, and you know, like you said, I think us not being in the top 25 is a good thing. I mean, from an SC's perspective, from an SC's fans perspective, we're like, yo, we need to be in the top 25 because we're USC, right? That's like the whole perspective of from the SC fan base. But you know, I also agree with you saying that like we shouldn't be because one, we didn't we played 2 shitty teams, as you said. They're not the best. They don't, you know. But anyways, like it just gives us that extra chip on our shoulder to say like, you know, we got these haters and they don't see that. They don't think we're good. They don't think we could be a top 25 team. But you know, I like that underdog mentality, and we'll see tomorrow if they put us in the top 25. If we don't, that's another week that we get to have. All right, we get that underdog mentality, and let's go in and beat the brakes off of Purdue.
Yeah, beat the brakes off Purdue. Beat the brakes off the Boilermakers. So
exactly. Yeah. So since we're talking about the game now, we kind of like segued into from us not being in the top 25 to talk about the game. Let's just keep getting right into talking about the game, man. Overall, like it was a good game, like well put together. Unfortunately, because of me, we missed the greatest catch of the year by Jacoby Lane, and that's my fault. But
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I think it was Nebraska against who played Nebraska the first game. I was watching that game. Okay.
I don't remember at the moment. Like you're talking this year?
Yes.
Sorry.
The only reason why is because that catch was insane.
I don't know who
that catch was. Literally insane. But yeah. So I would say last Thursday's catch, that guy from Nebraska was unreal.
They played Cincinnati.
I think it was. Cincinnati. Yeah, Nebraska.
They played
Cincinnati.
against. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was Cincinnati or Nebraska who made the catch, but God, whoever made it, bro, I did see that, and it was a phenomenal catch. But Jacoby's, it's not even me being a USC fan being biased. I don't know how I would rate those.
He went up and grabbed that thing.
I've been looking at it. I think I've watched that video about 50 times since I didn't see it live. But
yeah, sorry.
Jacoby was literally getting held off the ball. He was hand fighting with the dude, and then all of a sudden, you just see him push the guy down, go up one-handed while the guy's still grabbing him, catch it like this, and then shove the dude to the ground.
Bro.
And then he stood there like that. I was like, bro, that catch is probably that is going to be a contender. There's a lot of football left, but that's going to be a contender for the catch of the year for sure.
I can agree. And yeah, dude, it was. I mean, we didn't see it because we got in a little late to the game, but that's besides the point. Anyways, but yeah, no, that was a great catch, man. So we started off hot. That was like a sick catch that we did not see.
I think we just missed it too.
Yeah.
We just missed it.
We were probably walking in as it happened.
Yeah. Speaking of that, well, before I get to that, actually, I I just want to say again, because of the chip on our shoulder, I think the defense played extremely well. I mean, obviously, not the first drive. I mean, against a team like Georgia Southern, I don't think they were like, oh yeah, we should just let them score the first drive. I think against a team like that, that gives you like what the heck, like they shouldn't have scored, and I think they were probably pissed off. So
Yeah.
and you could hear it from the guys, but defense played over again. I don't know what it is, but this defense is probably.
Hey, bro.
They play with so much energy.
Sharks,
they play
bro.
with so much energy this year.
Sharks,
yeah, that's
baby.
the mentality this year. Shark mentality.
Shark mentality, baby.
They attack. They do everything that they can to disrupt the ball on any side, whether you're a corner, a linebacker, or trying to sack the quarterback. In every way, that defense, I feel more confident in this defense than I have the past 3.5 years.
Yeah, no, this is, I think we do got a solid defense this year. Like I said, Sharks, I was doing this the whole entire game when they were, getting after making tackles for loss. I think how many turnovers did we? We had one interception. I remember that. Did we have any like forced fumbles or anything that I can remember?
No. I don't think we forced any fumbles.
Just a pick,
no.
Right?
Just a pick. Yeah.
Right.
And that was an insane pick too.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good pick.
It was, but no pick six, unfortunately, and no. I asked for a Eric Gentry pick last week, but and it's all right. It didn't happen, but it is what it is.
Speaking of that, we can get into the 3 stars of the game.
Yeah, we can definitely go to that. It's a brand new segment that we're actually going to be talking about. That we're bringing in. It's a new segment called Game Ballers. After every game, I don't know if you guys are locked into the USC football Instagram. They give away the game balls at the end of the game. So we just decided to go with this segment called Game Ballers. Each of us gets to pick 3 people that we personally think definitely deserved game balls from our side. So if you want to go first, go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, since we were talking about Jacoby Lane, I'm going to start off with him because again, that catch just sent the crowd over the top. I mean, the crowd was going crazy when he made that catch, and he was making an impact all game. I mean, he had a lot of targets, but he had 3 receptions for 91 yards, and that one TD was a phenomenal TD to have. So
yeah.
You can't take that away.
Yeah, his
and then I also called. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
it's okay.
I also called.
Yeah, you did.
Him to make an impact, and he definitely did. He had a catch around the world that will be remembered for a long time.
Exactly. Well, piggybacking real quick on your star, you did, like you said, you called him. You said he was going to have a big production, and what's crazy that you just mentioned his stat line: 3 catches for 90 yards, bro. Like. 2 of the catches were for big plays, and then that touchdown for like 10 yards, I think it was. But
yeah. So he had 3 catches for 91 and that one tutty, which was an insane.
That was insane, bro.
Touchdown.
Like I said, catch of the year. Catch of the year.
I'm gonna continue to watch it.
Catch of the year
for a long time because it was crazy.
Catch of the year, fan.
Number 2, I actually called it again last podcast. Makai Lemon. That bro balled out.
Oh yeah.
He had 2 long receptions, one of them going for a touchdown. He had 4 receptions on the day for 158 yards.
What?
And 2 touchdowns.
Jeez, I didn't know he had only 4 receptions.
Player of the game.
I didn't know he had
4
receptions.
For 158 yards.
Damn.
And 2 touchdowns.
That's crazy. That's a stat line right there. 4 catches, 158 yards. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. But and then you know what? My 3rd star, because I'm liking how he's starting this year, is quarterback Jayden Maiava. I feel like this year he has more control of the offense. I mean, he got thrown into the fire last year, middle of the year, but more towards the end of the season. But the way that he's controlled these past 2 games, and this stat line proves it. The stat line I'm about to read to you proves it. I mean, I'm not reading it, but I memorized it. He had a 66.7 completion percentage.
Wow.
He threw for 412 yards, and he threw for 4 touchdowns.
412 and a 66% completion rating for 4 tutties too. That's hey man.
But you could just tell the way he has control over that offense.
Yeah,
and you could tell that he's been definitely doing some behind the scenes work to get better every single day, and it's showing in these first 2 games. Obviously, we'll see how that goes for the rest of the season, but I do like the way he's controlling the game.
Yeah,
and
dude.
I do feel confident with him as my QB.
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
Sure.
I mean, last year we would have saw him scramble and probably make some not smart quarterback decisions, but this year you can see staying in the pocket, making those smart quarterback decisions. So I think that whole offseason, man, from end of last season to the offseason to here, he's grown so much as a quarterback. So, hey, I'll give you a round. Those are 3 good ones that you picked, man. I mean, you called out 2 of them last week, and they showed up. And the third one is just our QB1, just right now playing phenomenal. But my 3 game ballers, man, we gotta give some love. Okay, Waymo, bro. Waymond Jordan.
I like Waymond.
I like him, bro.
Freaking dog, man.
He is. Let me tell you the stat line: 16 carries, 167 yards for 1 touchdown.
Yeah, bro. That dude, he was on fire last night.
He's shifty, bro. He is shifty too, bro. So it's like we got him at this. I think he was running back 1 this week over Eli.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was running back 2 last week.
Yeah, and then this week he was running back 1. But yeah, Waymo, man, I just watched last week when I watched his highlights of the game, and then just watching him this week. Like I'm a big fan of Waymo, man. Waymond Jordan, man. Hey, keep balling, brother. I'm serious. Keep balling out. But my number 2 is also going to be Eli. Okay.
Yeah.
Eli Sanders. I think right now, bro, listen, this is a little bit off topic of the 3 stars, but it also connects his 3 stars and my right now top 2 3 stars. We got the top 2 receivers, I think personally, just being biased as a USC fan, in the nation. Makai, Jacoby, top 2. And I personally think we might have the best running back group. Like Lincoln said, we might have the best running back group in probably all of the land. Like Waymo and then Eli. Eli's stat line was 8 carries, 52 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's...
Bro, he has... when that guy runs, he definitely takes some long strides, but, I mean, he's quick.
Yeah.
He's definitely quick.
Both of our running backs, man, they can catch out the backfield, which is what Lincoln likes, and they can north to south, but they can also juke you out too. So,
see, but before you get to the third side, I just want to mention this about Waymond and Eli. Not for some reason, but they are both powerful, and they both can run fast.
Yeah,
so
they're quick.
Like Waymo, I like his patience, and he can hit the hole quick when he needs to. But they could both get out if they need to. If they need to break, but then it could also break tackles.
Yeah.
And make some plays out of the backfield. I mean, last week Eli had a tutty off a screen.
Yeah, bro, that was the big play.
So that was like a 60, 70-yard screen pass for a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's against Missouri State, but plays like that really get that team fired up.
Yeah, those big plays especially. That's just like a big momentum right there, especially on big plays. But yeah, so lastly, my 3rd star, we're gonna go on the defensive side of the ball. Actually, I was going to put the guy who got the interception, but I was going through the stat line after the game, and, this guy is also a dog, and I'm glad he's back, and I'm glad he didn't leave at all after he got injured or anything.
I know who you're saying.
This is my boy Eric Gentry, bro. Let me tell you this stat line. 10 total tackles, okay? But all of them,
he's a beast.
All of the tackles that he made that game were all solo tackles. 10 total tackles and 10 solo tackles. So... he also had 2 tackles for loss too. So, hey, I've always been a big Eric Gentry fan since he started 3 years ago, I think, because last year he was injured majority of the year. But when I saw the way he plays, bro is 6 something, playing linebacker, long, lanky, And, he's just not your typical linebacker, right? But the way he plays like a linebacker. So, I mean,
Look,
he's one of my favorites.
I would say this. I remember when I took a trip to your house and we were watching Michigan SC. And I think that's the play where he got hurt, but then he missed the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But you looked over to me and you said, Eric Gentry, forced fumble right here. And not only did he force the fumble, he picked it up.
Yeah. That's how you know, bro.
I mean, like, that's when, it's not that I wasn't high on Eric Gentry. I always knew he was good and he was a dog. But, there's just a different level to his game.
Yeah.
Because he's not your typical linebacker, like you said, but he'll play with that energy, and he plays with an aggression that I like. Like, he plays angry.
Yeah,
you can definitely tell he does.
He's got a lot of energy too. Like, he plays angry, like you said. He's the leader of the defense. Honestly,
for sure, he's a captain. I think
he actually is a captain. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because if I were playing right next to him, if I were playing linebacker, I would definitely, or anybody on the defense, anywhere on the defensive end, I would be wanting him to be our captain, seeing the way he leads, seeing the way because he's not only a sayer, he's a doer.
Yeah,
he doesn't really talk much, but he just does his work and does what he needs to do, and goes and shows it on the field.
Yeah, he does. He like I said, he's a dog. I call him a certified dog. Okay. So so those are my 3 game ballers. So in total, 6 game ballers, 6 game balls given out to those 6 players. Hey, keep up the good work, guys. You guys are balling out, man.
Hey, so real quick though, so we should make a prediction for who's gonna ball out, and I'll go first. I'm gonna go with the receivers again, just because.
This guy.
Just because.
This guy's always picking the easy stuff, man. It makes me gotta do the hard stuff.
No, hey.
No, but I agree. Our receivers are gonna ball out again, like you said last podcast, that they're gonna ball out against Georgia Southern, and we need to go to them. I also will agree with you that they are going to ball out again against Purdue, and they're going to have a crazy stat line. And we're going to come back the following Sunday and be telling you guys, these 2 receivers are solid, okay? And then sprinkle a little bit of Lake McCree in there, okay? But don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping on him at all. I'm not sleeping on him. But, so this is my 3 are going to be.
This is your prediction, right?
The 2 receivers. And I'm going to say they're going to combine for at least more than 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
2 or more. 2 or more touchdowns.
So you're going to take the over on them getting.
1 apiece. We got 1 apiece or whatever it takes to get it done, but I think they can do it, obviously, because they're just two beasts out there. And then I'm going to take your boy Waymond.
Yeah.
Especially from what I saw last week.
Damn.
I'm going to take Waymond for sure.
He stole mine again.
Hey, listen. What I saw this week and last week made me
believe in Waymond.
Again, these guys are transfers.
Believe in Waymond.
I don't know.
Waymond's a JUCO transfer, so.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter if they're JUCO or a transfer from another school.
Yeah.
Or for another D1 college. To me, you don't really know a lot of the players. But the more you get to see him and the more you get to see him play, the more you get to build your confidence in them.
I agree.
And and then just an honorable mention, I think I'll go with a couple. I'll go with Eric Gentry. He's going to have a big impact on the defensive end, as he usually does. And then I'll take my boy Jayden, too.
Okay.
Just because.
So your predictions, I think you gave more than 3, but.
Yeah, but I just said honorable mentions just in case.
Yes, honorable mention. All right, so I'll do my predictions. I mean, you kind of went with the easy ones, as in Gentry and Jacoby. I mean, not Gentry. Jacoby and Makai. So that's taken off the list for me. I'm going to say overall the defense in general, right? This is going to be, it's Purdue. It's a Big Ten matchup. this is where we'll really get to see how good SC's defense is. So I'm gonna take the defense as my prediction, and what I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna predict another interception. Who I don't know, and maybe we'll force a fumble. Okay, so I got the defense. I'm still gonna ride with Eli, bro. I think like you were saying, our running backs they're just on a whole different level. And then the third person I'll probably go with is I don't know. That's a tough one. I think he's always been a sleeper. I'm just gonna throw Lake in there. I'm gonna throw Lake in there. Because as the year continues to go on, I feel like when we start getting into the Illinois, the Michigan, that strength, that Illinois game, the Michigan, Notre Dame, whatever that 3 or 4 weeks,
that back half of our year,
that 3 weeks that we have 3 tough games. I think once we get to that point, like, teams will be like, okay, we gotta focus on Jacoby or Makai. How do we stop the running game too? And then that's gonna open up so many opportunities for Lake too, especially like big third downs and anything like that. So I think Lake too, he's gonna have a good game this against Purdue.
But and then this is what I'll add too. Because for those back half of the games, because that back half, I think, except Northwestern, is the easiest part of that back half of the schedule. Because then we also have Oregon and Autzen, and then we got Iowa, and Iowa plays everybody tough. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, they do.
And then we got UCLA to end the year, and UCLA is not going to want to. The way they started their season, we'll see where they are.
Yeah.
But
we don't talk about that school. We don't even mention Fukla.
But I mean, hey, shout out to my. What's crazy is I got a couple UCLA homies that watch this podcast, and they're saying how dope it is that we started it. So shout out to them.
Yeah, but
y'all know who y'all are.
Sorry, you guys are Bruins fans, though.
That's crazy.
Come to the good side. Come to the good side. Come to the good side. That's all I have to say. I don't know you guys, but
I would say what I was gonna say is they're gonna have to make a decision. Those defenses are gonna have to make a decision.
Yeah.
On who they need to stop, because they can't double Makai, and they can't double. I mean, if they double Makai, they're gonna leave Jacoby wide open.
Right.
And if they double Jacoby, they're gonna leave Makai wide open. And if they can't stop the running game, then what's gonna do is gonna open it up for Lake to run those post patterns across the middle, those little drag routes, those out routes, those key catches that we're going to need. I feel like Lake's going to be a big third down target this year, when I know what they're going to try. I know what defenses are going to try to do. They're going to try to take away the easy options, which is Makai and Jacoby.
Yeah.
And it's going to leave. And look for our slot receivers too to have a big impact.
Yeah, they're right now. They're not getting as much love, but there's gonna be a point in the season where we're gonna need to rely on them. And I'm pretty sure Lincoln is probably saying the same exact thing to Jayden, or talking to the offense, saying like, "Hey guys, like, we know we got our 2 studs. We got our 2 studs on the outside. We got our 2 studs at running back. I need you slot guys, you third string guys on the receiving ends. Like I said, the Illinois game, Michigan, Notre Dame, that in the middle, that meaty chunk of our schedule is what I'll say, where we play those 3 tough games. He's going to be like, that's when I need you guys the most, and I need you guys to, start locking into getting ready for when your number is called to show me what you got, man. This is why you came to SC, to make a name for yourself. So I believe, we're going to be, I predict we're going to, I don't want to get too ahead. We're going to win this game. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on Purdue. I know we're going to start 3-0, and then we can talk about after we beat Purdue.
One game at a time.
Exactly.
One game at a time.
Exactly.
And I think honestly that's the mentality of this team. I think the teams beforehand, it was, okay, yeah, we know we're going to get there. Now what are we going to do once we get there?
Exactly.
But now I think this team is like, no, one game at a time. We'll get there when we get there. We'll deal with it when we deal with it. But right now, one game at a time, one play at a time, and we'll see where we go from there.
Exactly.
And I like that attitude from this team. Don't get too ahead of yourself. And I think That's something Cody Kessler, again, I'm going to try to remember real quick again. That's something Cody Kessler mentioned. You can't really get too ahead of yourself. But you always want to prove the doubters wrong.
Yep.
And just show it by the way you play on the field. You don't really have to talk about it much. Just show it by the way you play on the field.
Exactly.
So I'm interested to see how the rest of the season goes. Well, let's take it day by day, game by game, and we'll take it from there.
Exactly. You hit it right on the nail, dude. I think that's a perfect way to end this podcast, episode 2 of Brothers of Troy, USC
Yes, sir.
versus Georgia
Purdue.
Southern. That's
yeah.
episode 2. We're still on episode 2. But next week, yes, we are looking forward to Purdue.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to beat they butt. But yeah. USC 59, Georgia Southern 20. SC fans did stay for a good amount. I felt the third down energy. Keep bringing it, SC fans. But anyways, we're going to wrap this one up right here. Episode 2, USC 59, Georgia Southern 20. I mean, I don't like we gave up 20, but it is what it is. We're just going to keep getting better and better, baby. Together, we're all going to fight on together. Let's break it down, Bubba. Fight on 3. Fight on me. 1, 2, 3. Fight on.
Fight on.
All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.